Hello Cancer, and welcome to your reading for the week of February 13th through 19th, 2024. This is a reading for you if you are a Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, or have some other significant Cancer placement in your chart. If you are new to this channel, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. I hope this reading resonates with you, and as I've mentioned, if for some reason you find it doesn't, you may need to check the reading for your moon sign, your rising sign, or whatever other sign, like I said, whatever this is for you, you might need to check a different one. That may be the one that's resonating with you more closely this week. Description below, I have a link to my PayPal donations, tip donations link for this channel if anybody wants to do that. Again, nobody is obliged to do that, but some people like to, and say thank you very much to those who do. And I also have a link down there to my spiritual coaching website, which is also, I do astrology charts, I do human design, Reiki therapy, astrology, and all of that kind of stuff. So if any of that interests you, or you feel that that is something you're called to, that link is also in the description, plus the links to my social media. So with that all discussed, what I'm doing now is I am doing a full horoscope spread. So I'm going to be covering every aspect rather than say just love or just career. We try to look at the whole picture. And I start with a cartouche card reading. Cartouche is the favorite deck that I usually use, and that is an Egyptian system I've been using since the 1980s. And I always clarify cartouche with a tarot reading, and this week we are using the Mythic Tarot by Juliet Sharman Burke. And I will end with an oracle card pull, and I'm using the Moonology deck this week. So let's start at the beginning. If you're not familiar with how this works, you'll see how this works pretty quickly. Okay, so Cancer, your first house is Aries energy. This is your personality, how you present yourself to the world, how other people see you. Let me just say quickly too, if you're new to this, this is a general reading, so there's going to be aspects of each house that may or may not apply to you. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so first house, how you present yourself to others. You've got Thoth with the Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles is definitely a card of collaboration, of working with others. So you may be in the spirit of trying to build something. Three of Pentacles is about building a foundation, whether this be, and it's a very, very practical card. So this could be about building a new foundation in terms of, it could be a project you're working on. It could be something financial that you're doing. Something though, there seems to be this idea of collaborating with others and trying to build a solid foundation for something. You have it with Thoth, and this is a card of healing. So I feel like this is coming up in the sense of, in the first house, Thoth could indicate you as somebody who is a bearer of wisdom, or somebody who has something that they can share with others. There's a strong spiritual healing component to this card, and healing in general. And Thoth does have this idea of, there's a very good karma element associated with Thoth, like somebody who is like a gift or a good turn to somebody. So I don't know. So I feel like you're working with somebody, and perhaps you are the person who is the expert, or you are the person who is providing healing, but you're definitely coming across as that kind of a person who is, there's this idea again of rebuilding and building foundations. This may just have to do with you and maybe resetting your own priorities as well. Second house, we have Taurus energy, and Taurus is about your finances. So this is about your money, your possessions, what you value. And we have the Six of Cups with the Crook and Flail. Okay, so Crook and Flail, I feel like there's some monies that are coming in that have to do potentially through something legal or connected to something legal, because Crook and Flail is a card that can have to do with that. If legal issues are not on the table, then this would have to do with being an authority, with self-confidence. Maybe you're going to have somebody come in, like a financial planner or somebody, or maybe you're just taking charge of your finances. This could be just about being more disciplined. This could be about having confidence about the situation you're in. This is always about building structure, and there is a strong sense of authority here, just like we have with Thoth. You have it with the Six of Cups. So there's something connected to the past here, a past person, whether this has to do with this lifetime or another one. There's definitely a past energy that's affecting your financial situation. So I don't know if this is a recurring situation, something that's come back from the past, or whether this is a person from the past that's somehow involved. You'll need to take that as you feel it applies. Okay, third house is Gemini energy, and Gemini has to do with communication, with short journeys, with business. If you're in your own business, this is about self-employment. And this can also have to do with sibling relationships, anything connected to Mercury, really, what we think of as Mercury. So yeah, in this case, short-term travel, more practical thinking, and messages of all kinds. So we have King of Pentacles with Pyramid. Okay, so Pyramid indicates a test situation, something that will come out all right in the end, but maybe this is something that has been a challenge for you in terms of messages or messages that you're receiving. King of Pentacles can be a particular person, but in the business sense, this would indicate this is a very good omen for business, actually, because King of Pentacles is the businessman who is solid and who knows what they're doing. So maybe this is either a person who's going to help you if you are in your own business. Maybe there's going to be somebody who's going to come in and show you the ropes. I mean, we do have this idea of an authority figure in money, so that's possible. This could also be you. I mean, maybe you're in a position where you're feeling very confident about what you're doing. But you maybe, again, you have this idea of building something here with the Three of Pentacles. So maybe this is something that you're building and it's going to take a little time. So that could apply. But otherwise, if this has to do with just messages, I mean, it could have to do with a sibling too. If you have a brother or something that would meet these qualifications, that's possible as well. But I feel like here, this has more to do with, there's a very strong financial omen, somebody who has resources, who's pulling something together, or just possibly somebody who's an earth sign as well, okay, with the King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Again, none of that has to be the case, but there does seem to be something about somebody who's solid financially, whether this is you or somebody else coming in. There's some kind of a message about this here, and about some kind of a situation that is going to be resolved with time. So I don't know. I mean, this has a very strong business omen to me, but if it has to do with general messages, I just feel like this is the idea of some kind of security and stability that's going to come in, or somebody who's going to bring it, but it might take a little time. Okay, fourth house, this is your own energy. This is Cancer. This is the house of home, family, your sense of security, sometimes has to do with the mother. Okay, so we have Bast with the High Priestess. Now, they're both very strongly intuitive cards. Now, Cancer, I think you're naturally a very intuitive type of being. So this is, so there could be something connected to home and family where you're having a strong feeling. High Priestess tends to come up when there's something that we either have to wait on or we don't have all the information on yet. So, so there's something kind of behind the veil there. And maybe and Bast comes up. This is the happiness card, so this does have to do with one's happiness, with giving others their due, give as you wish to receive, and that kind of thing. But I also feel like with Bastet, that there also could be this idea of wanting to be seen. This is sometimes about, needing attention, needing warmth, okay, needing positive support and attention. So this may be about you socializing or seeking that kind of, within the home or maybe within the family, or just having people coming to your home. That could be a possible thing. But I think if that's not, again, if you say, well, none of that's on the table for me, then I feel like this is a situation, there could be some situation connected to your home or family situation where you need to rely maybe a little more heavily on intuition than maybe on what you're being told, because I feel like you don't have all the information here with the High Priestess. Fifth house, we have Leo energy. This is about creativity, children, love affairs. Again, this is an example of an area where probably not all three are going to apply. Can also have to do with recreation and leisure, sports, things like that. Okay, so we have Nephthys with the Wheel of Fortune. Now, for those of you who are looking for love, let's just say you're single, let's just say you're interested in somebody. This could indicate that something is coming here. Wheel of Fortune indicates the universe kind of stepping in, like there's some kind of a change, and so there could be some kind of significant relationship that is coming in for you. Okay, Or for some of you, if you're looking to have a child, maybe it has to do with that. But there's something fatalistic about the Wheel of Fortune. Like there's something coming, maybe there's something coming back around here with the Six of Cups, maybe something that has to be solved. But nonetheless, I feel like this is almost like for some of you, like I'm going to use the phrase fated love affair. Fated, F-A-T-E-D, fated. So in a significant partner, but you have it with Nepenthes, so this can either indicate this person hasn't come into your life yet, or maybe the person you have in mind is not ready. You know, it's not whatever this is, it's not going to happen yet. But there is something brewing behind the scenes here. In fact, you've got 3 cards in a row here I'm going to get to of things brewing behind the scenes. So we'll talk about that. But if this doesn't have to do with that, this could just have to do with I feel like, okay, if this doesn't have to do with a love affair, then this could have to do with a creative project where maybe something is not happening yet. But with Wheel of Fortune, this is either there's going to be something significant about it, like the universe is going to move you towards working on what you're going to work on, what you have to work on, or this is saying something that you've put off is going to come around again, come around and be in your face again for some reason. So there's going to be something that's going to have to be dealt with. But yeah, I still feel like there's a situation, regardless of whether it has to do with creativity, children, love affairs, maybe just getting away from all and traveling, something that's not happening yet, but it may be because there's a component here that like the universe is intervening, because even though something's not happening now, it's because something else is coming up and it's going to be something of a bigger magnitude here. 6th house, we have Virgo energy. Virgo has to do with your health, anything that potentially you're worried or anxious about. It can have to do with a job if you're working a job, sometimes with pets if you have pets. Okay, and yeah, for some of you, this Sphinx could have to do with cats. Sphinx is strong cat energy. But you have this with the 9 of Pentacles. And 9 of Pentacles is good. This is definitely about being financially independent and having enough money, having plenty of money. So maybe there's a job situation that is going to bring you a lot of money and bring you some financial security here. But you have that with Sphinx again. So there's this idea, this wait and see energy. Maybe if you're thinking about taking on a job or doing something new, this may be telling you to wait because something is going to leave you in a very good financial position. If money has been a worry, then again, wait, your financial situation is going to get to be very, very good. As far as health goes, I don't feel like this is a house of health as well. I don't see a strong health omen here. I think if somebody is worried about their health, again, wait and see on something, because I do feel like, again, the 9 of Pentacles brings a lot of abundance and it brings security. So I would feel like if there is a health situation, like things might be sorted out very, very quickly. But as always, I will say in this house, if you have a health issue, if you're not feeling well, do not take the advice of a tarot reading. Definitely go see a doctor. Okay. So now we have the 7th house. This is Libra energy. This is long-term relationships and partnerships. So if you're thinking about whether a relationship you're in is going to turn into marriage, that would be covered by this house. If you are married, it would cover your situation in your marriage. Or if you're in a business partnership of some kind, that could be what's covered here as well. And you have Urias with the 3 of Wands. Okay, so again, with this here and this here, there's something hidden or something unexpected with a relationship for somebody. There's some kind of surprises coming in, something that hasn't happened yet, but there feels something strongly fatalistic about it. And okay, it's interesting, you've got the 3 of Wands here and you've got the 3 of Pentacles straight across. 1st and 7th house are exactly across from each other. So this is you, this is your relationships. And 3 of Wands again is about collaborating with somebody on something. So I don't know, this 3 energy is very important for you and somebody else, whether it's your spouse, whether it's a business partner, whether it's somebody in your some kind of legal contract with, or whether somebody you like and you're wondering if it's going to turn into marriage. There's definitely something here. Urias indicates, yeah, I feel like this is more of a surprise, something that's unexpected. Or something that's happening in secret. You have like 3 cards of secrecy in a row. So I feel like there's somebody here who's not showing you something or not telling you something. Or it's not, maybe not necessarily that anybody's hiding anything from you, although you also have the High Priestess here too. So yeah, there's some information that you don't have. I don't know if that it's necessarily that somebody's deliberately keeping information from you. I just think it's going to be, there's going to be a turn in the wheel of fortune here, and this is going to bring about this new situation, like a new collaboration or a new, I don't know, there's just a new situation here. Three of Wands is usually about, we're showing Jason here, this is the Argo, this is Jason with his one sandal, and he's, be sort of being declared, he's the one who is the king, actually. He's meant to be the king. So, and now this is the sort of the beginning of his quest. So, but the Three of Wands often will show somebody standing on a shore and as they're waiting for their ships to come in. So I feel like there's something connected to a partnership here where your ship is getting ready to come in. And I feel like there's going to be some kind of, there's strong collaborative energy here. So this could be a business partnership. For some of you, this could be a romantic partnership as well. Or maybe it's just a romantic partnership that maybe it's going to be somebody who there's going to be more connected to that partnership than just love and romance. There may be, this may be, working together on something. So take that as it resonates. Okay. This is interesting. All right. 8th house, you have Scorpio energy. This is a house of transformation, of change, of other people's money. Now, this is interesting because I got Osiris, which is usually a card of putting down roots, of being solid. This is not a card of a lot of change, but you have it with the Ace of Cups. Now, what's weird is I don't work in reversals, but this card turned up, when I picked it up, it was reversed. So there could be a delay on a new beginning of some kind. For some of you, maybe this has to do with new love. I feel like the reversal here may represent something that's going to happen, but maybe with this card of, you've got all these cards of waiting and seeing. So, but regardless, there's some kind of a new beginning, even if it's delayed a little bit. And you've got this Ace, which is a 1, and you've got a 1 here. So maybe something's happening in a month. It could be, could be a year, but I feel like it's closer than that. Maybe a day for some of you. Who the heck knows, right? Because I often think of cups as being related to days, but they don't have to be. In fact, timing is something that's not always, unless the reader gets something very, very clear in their mind about a time frame, take timing with a grain of salt. But this is, nonetheless, there's this idea of being in a stable situation and of starting new. If this isn't about new love, then it can also just be about being in a new situation, which is emotionally satisfying to you. And as a Cancer, I think that's very important. Your emotions are a very important component of who you are. So yeah, there's definitely this sense of this new beginning, but the fact that it showed up like this suggests to me that there might be a little bit of a delay with that. And for right now, you may just be trying to get your feet on the ground and establishing your stability, especially since we're seeing a lot of this healing in the 1st house. And this idea of solving past issues and trying to collaborate maybe with others on things. Okay, 9th house, Sagittarius energy. This is about long distance travel. This is about higher education, higher ed institutions. It can be about religious institutions, deep thinking. Basically, it's Jupiter energy. It's very expansive. Okay, yeah. Scarab here, definitely a change, definitely a new beginning. This is travel or a move for some of you. I'm looking down here in the 4th house. Yeah, I don't know. With the High Priestess, this could be something that's not really on the table right now. Maybe something unexpected or hidden. But with the 4 with Bastet down here, there's definitely a sense of working with others. I'm looking at that because for some of you, this could have to do with a move. And you do have another number 4 here because there's a 22 on here. And 2 plus 2 is 4. You've got a 4 down here. So there's some strong 4-ish energy. Connected to potentially, for those of you who might be thinking about moving, maybe there's something in 4 weeks, 4 months. But there seems to be a new beginning. Did you have it with the 10 of Wands? So the 10 of Wands seems to indicate there's some, whether this has to do with higher ed, whether this has to do with a religious belief, whether it has to do with some kind of a long journey or travel or something going on at a distance. There seems to be a great burden that you need to drop, okay? And the fact that Scarab is coming up here seems to indicate a new beginning that's going to allow you to drop this burden, okay? You need to, you've been carrying way too much. I feel Cancer, like I've seen a lot of that. Like I feel like you're carrying a lot of things and it's time for you to drop it. It's time for you to focus on yourself, focus on the relationships, on building things for you that are going to be beneficial. And yeah, and this may involve, if it doesn't involve actual education or higher ed, or if it doesn't necessarily involve travel, then certainly it involves expanding your horizons in some fashion. And being free. Sagittarius is the house of freedom. So that's definitely connected too, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, 10th house, Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy is about your career, fame, reputation. Another 4. You have 4 of swords here. So yeah, there's a definitely strong element of healing here. Maybe taking some time out. Maybe you don't need to be pushy about furthering your career right now. Maybe pushy is not the right word, but if you've been feeling compelled to be very ambitious with things, you may need to just take a time out, because I feel like that's what you need right now, to reevaluate, to reassess, decide who you're really going to work with here. And you have it with the wing disc. So yeah, I feel like that's going to be a valuable thing to do. Wing disc is about overcoming difficulties, about being seen, and also about being successful. This is a card of success. It's probably one of the best cards in the cartouche deck. So you definitely are, definitely on the road to success. Make sure you take some time out for yourself, because I feel like some of you, yeah, especially with this 10 of Wands nearby, you've been carrying way too much, and it's time for you. I mean, you taking some time out for yourself is not going to negatively affect your legacy or what you're putting out there for people. Okay. 11th house, Aquarius energy. So this is your networks, your friendships, your goals, your destiny. Okay, so we have Sirius, which is the Aquarian card in the Aquarius house. So yeah, again, definitely this idea of expanding horizons, new horizons, thinking about things differently. There's maybe some work that you're putting into something. There's a sense of taking the rough with the smooth with Sirius. There's a strong element of strength to it, like pushing through to the finish line, or just having a lot of stamina to get through something. Or maybe this has to do with a friend who meets that criteria. Maybe there's going to be friends who are going to help you do that. You do have a lot of this idea of working with others here. So there could be friends who are going to help you, break those barriers or see beyond. Yeah, and actually another 3. Speaking of 3s, you've got 3 3s. And 3 3s. So there's definitely this sense of you working with others. 3 of Cups is, this is the initial marriage of Cupid and Psyche, and or Eros and Psyche. And yeah, the 3 of Cups here is about celebration, about being with friends, about working with friends. Friends are going to be the ones that are going to help give you the strength here to do what it is that you have to do. So you've got 3 energy, and you've number 3 energy, and you've got number 4 energy in here. So definitely about collaborating with others and trying to reach this point of balance for yourself. Now, 12th house, Pisces energy, this is about the imagination. This is about what's not seen, what maybe you repress, or maybe what you're even afraid of. Okay, so you've got Lotus with the Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups is definitely your energy, Cancer. I mean, and this also has to do with healing. You've got a lot of cards here that are related to healing of the soul, healing of the spirit. And with Lotus, this seems to be a lot of mental stress. So this would indicate a need to calm the mind. And again, there's a strong energy here of healing, calming the mind, taking care of yourself. And interestingly, overall, you've got the Tower. So yeah, you may feel like there's a lot of things collapsing right now. But I feel like whatever's coming to an end here, no matter how abrupt, there's going to be some surprises coming in. But ultimately, I feel like it's for the best. Remember, the Tower tears down false structures. And then Ta allows you to rebuild, okay? You can start again. You can rebuild. And yeah, you have a lot of these elements of building something new. So you are crafting something. So I feel like what's being told here, you're going to be having some surprises that are going to come in. Maybe some things that are going to be crises or feel like crises. But the idea here is that you are, this enables you to set appropriate boundaries. It enables you to build structures that are lasting and that are beneficial. This is the Ta is the master craftsman. So this is about creating a different reality and tearing down that which is not working anymore for you. Okay. So let's pull a Moonology card and see what advice there is for you for this week, Cancer. What specific piece of advice does Cancer need for this week? Let's see what flips for you. It's too many. Just need one, maybe two, but at least one. Okay. So what do we got? There's actually a bunch of them, so let's just read what they all are. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay. So yeah, we may be a situation where we feel we need to, where we might be, it might be a little bit more, maybe where we need to compromise and not allow a certain belief about something to kind of to hold us back. You've got a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, so I think if there's a difficult situation, I feel like this is saying, this is full moon in Libra. So I do feel like there is a chance to negotiate or to make something right here. You do have emotions are running high. Okay, so this is the super moon. So I feel like, yeah, you've got the Tower and some other things. So this may be a very strongly emotional time for you. We've got the Ten of Wands. And you've also got work through your fears, which is new moon in Scorpio. So yeah. So all of those wanted to come out and talk to you this week, Cancer. So I do feel like, yeah, you've got quite a bit going on here. And you just need to, I feel like for some things you might actually, you need to definitely focus on your own healing, and you need to balance. I think you need to keep your emotions in balance, because you are a very emotional person, but you want to be, and your emotions are actually probably part of your inner authority, but you want to make sure you're reacting from a place where your feet are also on the ground. I mean, this is why we've got Osiris up here. Acting from a place where your feet's on the ground. Definitely listen, you don't have to necessarily listen to everything everybody else says, but I do feel like collaboration may be better than trying to go it alone on some things. And yeah, right now, if there's whatever's going on that may seem challenging or maybe even cataclysmic a little bit, there is some stuff here that you're going to have some surprises coming in, some things that are still hidden right now, but the truth is going to come out. That's what I think, and that you're going to be rebuilding everything based on truth. And based on, Ta's a very strongly masculine card, but it's not toxic masculinity, it's the good kind. It's the masculinity, the aspect of the masculine that is strong, active, and that builds things that are beneficial and that will last. So I hope this reading was helpful for you this week, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this reading, please give it a thumbs up, and do consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.